Are we live? Yes. Welcome to Angel Monday for January the 17th, 2022. And today I'll be giving you the angel reading for the 17th all the way through till the 24th of January. Lots of angel messages to share with you today. As we went into Mercury retrograde a few days ago, you might have noticed a shift in the energy, and you might have noticed that you're feeling a little bit different too. So I would love to hear from you in the comments. Just say hi, or let me know if you felt a shift in the last few days when we went over into Mercury retrograde. Now, whilst there's lots of typical things around Mercury retrograde, we don't have to stick to the same thing, expect the same thing every time it comes around. You know, some have different influences, and you might feel different in this one, but the last one completely wiped you out. So what I'm saying is, don't feel like you have to project, oh God, this is going to be a really tough 3 weeks. It doesn't have to be based on what you've lived through before or what other people are saying. Remember that your angels are with you. They help buffer you against difficulties if you ask them. They're protecting your energy. And the more you connect to that higher divine energy, the more you rise above any challenges that are going on in the world, in the energetic atmosphere, and in your own personal life. You reach the energy of solutions instead of the energy of problems. So what I really wanted to talk to you, as people are coming online, I'm seeing you. Hi, everyone. I wanted to talk to you today about the witch wounds. And this is something that really came up for me big last week, and I'll tell you a bit more about that a little bit later. But what I want to ask you is, do you feel like you're here for a reason? You're meant to be here. You're meant to be serving in some way. Maybe you just want to help people feel better. Maybe you feel like you've got a big life mission where you need to change the world in some way. Maybe it's about people, maybe it's about animals, maybe it's about thoughts, changing people's mindsets. Maybe it's just about saving the planet environmentally, or all of the above, and you just want to be a positive contributor. You feel like that's in your soul, it's in your purpose, and you want to make a difference, right? Let me know if that's you. But what goes on sometimes, and I find this with a lot of sensitives, empaths, light workers, is that you also have other thoughts, and these thoughts say to you, who am I to make a difference? Who am I to step into my role as a leader, a healer, a spiritual guide, a teacher, or an activist, whatever it is? Who am I to do that? And you have a great big imposter syndrome going on, where you feel like you're just not qualified enough. You don't look right, you don't feel right. You feel as if you're in some way lacking. And you also, maybe you've already taken a step on your life purpose, and I know a lot of you have. I know a lot of you who have been on my programs and courses have made decisions. Okay, now is the time. I'm now stepping into my healing purpose. I'm going to open that healing business. I'm going to start selling my healing products on a bigger level, right? I see you, the ones that you're making sprays and candles and amazing things that help lift the energy of other people. Maybe you want to work with the angels, and you want to pass on the angels' messages like I do, and like many people do, just to bring more love and light and to help people through their challenges and problems, and to understand that they have a spiritual source to connect with when they go through problems. No matter what it is, you're ready to do it, but you feel like there's something holding you back. And when it comes to spreading your message, marketing yourself, getting on video, putting up posts on Facebook and Instagram, speaking your truth, something seems to hold you back. It's like it's got you around the throat. You're scared to do it, and you justify it. You say, oh, I don't want to be a cheesy marketing person. I don't want to push people into buying my stuff. I just want to make a difference. I don't want to charge for my services. I'm just going to be a loving force, and I'll do it that way. But that's actually self-sabotage. And the reason you have these fears about stepping into the limelight, and even the imposter syndrome, is what's known as the witch wound. And the witch wound is boiled down is, it's imposter syndrome. It's a fear that if you do speak your truth, if you do put yourself out there in any way, that you're going to get persecuted, criticized, punished, laughed at, rejected, abandoned, humiliated, all of those things. I mean, nowadays there's an extra element because we're also afraid of trolls, right? Those nasty people that get on and make remarks. Or you might even be scared of copycats. You're like, well, if I spread my light, then, you know, someone's going to copy me, or there's too much competition out there. There's too many people. And all of that is there, and you might not even realize it's there. I can see lots of you saying yes. You might not even realize that is there, because people that come on my program, Angel Communication and Awaken Your Soul Gifts, they often come saying, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what my next steps are. But as we go through the process of peeling back the fears and the layers and working on those channels, it turns out they did know. They always knew to some degree what they're here to do. But their ego, their fear mind, the witch wound, which is in all of us, and I'll explain why afterwards, is, we call it the witch wound because, you know, in centuries back, women and even men who were intuitive, spiritual, practiced something other than religion, the religion of the time, were punished, persecuted, even killed and tortured for practicing their gifts. And they were told it was wrong and it was bad. And it also comes with a message that it's a God-given gift and you're not really supposed to charge for it. And how can I ever make money? So I better keep working in the job I hate, or I better just not even bother because I'm not going to make any money anyway. And I can't, or you burn yourself out, which is what I did for many years. I undercharged. I gave so much of myself away. I still give a lot away. But I've tempered it. I used to give everything away. If someone had a reading with me, I'd send them a book as well. If someone had a healing with me, they'd be in my house for 2.5 hours. I was over-giving and undercharging, and I was burning myself out because the witch wound was at work in my subconscious, telling me that I wasn't good enough. I had to overcompensate, which isn't true. It was telling me that I was going to be attacked, criticized, or judged if I charged appropriately. And I was, you know, I was kind of people pleasing on a very deep level. Like, if I'm really giving and over giving, no one's going to beat me up. No one's going to persecute me. No one's going to reject me. No one's going to talk about me behind my back. So those witch wounds keep us in fear, and they end up draining you. I mean, I tell you, I almost burnt out. 2017, 2018 were two of the hardest periods of my life. I got to the point where I had absolutely nothing left. I had a inflammation issue, it hit me with perimenopause at the same time, and a massive anemia. And what I had to do was turn my life around, which is what I did, and turn my business around and stop coming from that place of fear. So what I'm saying to you is that if you're sitting there going, I don't know how to find my purpose, I don't know what my purpose is, or I found my purpose and I flatlined, I can't seem to make any money out of it, I want you to consider that it's the witch wound. It's the fear. Because we've all been told, and we're told this time and time again, that we're just supposed to be here to make the world a better place, but we're not allowed to have anything in return, right? This thing, and we've seen people on our screens, famous people who have been persecuted for daring to stand up for what they want, for speaking their truth. You know, they're called witches and bitches. They're sometimes, you know, put down terribly because they've claimed space, they've claimed their power. And this is really what this is all about. It's about fear of standing in your power. Because if you think you're going to stand in your power, you're going to be a target. So tell me if that resonates with you. And in what way? Debbie says, yes, I feel strong that I'm here to help others. Yes. So, the key to that, Kim, I do my best. Yeah. Yes, says Michelle. Yes. And what happens is that we subconsciously hold ourselves back. And that can even stop you from getting the clients. It can stop you from getting, being successful because, I use this analogy all the time. 1 foot on the brake and 1 foot on the gas, on the accelerator. What happens if you did that? If you went out into your car right now and tried to accelerate at the same time as braking, you wouldn't go anywhere, would you? Because you've got two forces working against each other. You've got the fear that's telling you, no, don't do that, be a good girl, boy, hide, just don't rattle the boat, don't claim your power. But if you don't claim your power, you end up powerless. You end up other people taking your power. You end up dealing with lots of drama and never ever getting to that place where you step into the limelight, where you step into what is meant to be for you, what is right for you. And you know why it triggered for me last week? I'm telling you all my secrets. Why it triggered for me last week, and it's something that I've dealt with a lot. I mean, I've been in business 18 years. Like, I'm not bragging, and a lot of that early was really hard. I had to really push myself to expand my business and get my name out there. I've never had a husband to pay my bills. I've never had a stipend from the government or, a large amount of money in the bank that paid my bills while I was building my business, which was good in a way because it made me overcome my fears a bit more quicker. But what happened last week is I did the Angel Guidance Masterclass, and it went on for 2 hours. I gave away so much amazing information. I taught 100% as I do in my program, Angel Communication. In fact, I made that 2 hours a miniature version, a shortened version of the 6 weeks. And then what happened is that my inbox got flooded with people demanding to do my work, my program, my full program, my 6 weeks for free. And of course, there were people that signed up for the program, and I'm grateful for that. There were also people saying, how dare you charge for your programs? This is a God-given gift. You should not be charging so much. You're wrong. You're all about the money. You're not spiritual at all. This is the witch wound coming out, right? It's coming from other people's witch wounds, and they're just projecting it onto me. It's their fears, their limitations, their truth. It's not true for me, and it's not true about me either. But it was, I was tired after teaching for so long. I had 414 people sign up for the masterclass. I taught for 2 hours live. And then I got up the next morning and uploaded it and sent it out to everybody. And I sent out a free gift with it as well. And I sent out, I gave from my heart. And to have that response, people basically telling me it should be free, my program should be free, it really brought up another layer for me that needed to be released. And I had to do forgiveness, and I had to do tell the truth to myself about, okay, in what way am I holding myself back because I'm so afraid of that kind of response? And in what way am I overgiving, which is teaching people that the old witch wound, right? They're teaching people, I can have this stuff for free. I don't have to pay for it. And I don't want to teach you guys who are ready to step into your purpose that you have to give away your treasures and gifts for free. So look, I'm okay. But I believe in turning your challenges into power. And that's why I'm teaching you about it, because the witch wound is in all of us, I promise. And, the amount of people that say to me, and I know some of you are online now, I don't want to do video, or I don't want to have a photo shoot and put my photo out there, or I don't want to, post what I feel in my heart, what I want to teach or heal people with. Or even I'm afraid to step into my power as a healer, as a teacher, as a spiritual guide, as a writing mentor, as an artist, as an author, whatever it is that you're here to do. And those fears keep you in this kind of, it's like being in the washing machine, right? That cycle that goes on forever and ever. you just keep going around and around. You get a bit excited and you step out, and then the fear comes up, like, what if I get criticized? What if I get judged? Now, I don't want you to like go, okay, Rachel gets judged, so therefore I'm not going to do what I want to do. You know, it's about growth. This gave me a new level to go to. I've realized, and I was getting a bit comfortable, I need to go to the next level. And so I'm thanking for the challenge. I'm taking the wisdom and the love, and I'm letting go of everything else. And I'm changing the way I do business again a little bit. And I'm going to change the way I'm holding myself back. You know, I've had on my phone an introduction post to put on Instagram. I don't want to only talk about me, but I'm just giving you examples because I know it helps you. To go on Instagram, like, I'm Rachel, this is about me, this is what I teach. This is something that's part of marketing. You put it on your page for new followers. I have had that on my phone for 3 months and I haven't put it out there because of the witch wound. So in what way are you holding yourself back right now from shining your light, claiming your power, stepping into your purpose? Even if you don't know what your purpose is right now, maybe it's behind the screen of all of that fear. Thanks, Kyla. Thanks, Lyndall. Lyndall says she got so much out of the masterclass. Kyla says it was a beautiful masterclass. Thank you. Wow, though, you know, like the timing as well. Okay, I'm all about spiritual timing, the divine timing of that. Like, I always get a few people asking me for free stuff, but the immensity of it this time was like, it hit with the Mercury retrograde. And this Mercury retrograde is all about us going within, right? Contemplating, going over things, resetting things. You know, I'm changing the way I'm working because I've been work and give, and the balance is out. So it's taught me something. So don't feel sorry for me, please. But I want you to learn from it too. You know, in what way are you holding yourself back? Hi, Carol. So you have a life purpose. And, you know, during the Angel Communication Program, it's 6 weeks, 6 sessions, 6 lessons. And during which you get practical things to do. You get to learn how to read the angel cards. You get to learn how to heal with the angels. You get certified in that, because then you can go on and use that in your business if you want to, or you can just use it for yourself, as a lot of people do. But it also is transformative because we go through the healing session to remove those witch wounds, to heal those limiting beliefs that are holding you back, to reveal, you know, to detox and to reveal your purpose, your actual next steps. And that's what I help you with. The girls that are online now that came on my programs, you know, that's what I help you with. And you get mentoring from me along the way. I answer your questions. I help you with that because it's so important. Because my purpose, yes, is to communicate with the angels. Yes, it's to be a healer. Yes, it is to bring through the angels' messages and teach you how to do that too. But it's also to empower you. My purpose is to empower you to believe in yourself and to live the life that you're meant to live. And part of that is clearing those old soul wounds that might have been from this lifetime, and they might be from past lives. They might be just from being traumatized by watching what society does to people sometimes who are standing into their in their light, in their power. And you know, someone wrote to me today a beautiful email about, she has the name of an angel, and she was saying how for many years she's wanted to help people in the world, and she hasn't felt confident. And I thought that gave me the power and confidence to talk about the witch wounds today with you, because, which I was going to anyway, but you know, I was like, maybe I should keep it short and just do the reading. No, I think it's important. We need to talk about it. And this is a woman who is, you know, deeply spiritual and a beautiful soul, and yet that lack of confidence, that doubt, that self-doubt. Who am I to do this? Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm too young. You know, I was laughing because years ago when people used to come to me for readings, and I used to work in a little shop with a velvet curtain. I was like Mystic Meg, seriously. And I had a little table with a velvet tablecloth, and I had my decks of cards and crystals. And this, you know, this woman came in one day and she says, I was 35, I think. She says, you're too young to do readings. And now someone said to me the other night on Instagram, "You're too old." And I'm like, what happened? Like, where did it change? Where was the perfect age? There is no perfect age, because your soul is eternal. Your soul doesn't age. That's why when you get older, you think, I don't feel any different. I don't feel like I'm 53. We don't feel it because we're not. In truth, in spiritual truth, our soul is the same as it's always been. We've gained a bit of wisdom and consciousness along the way, and that's it. Thanks, Paula. A reminder, yeah. A reminder. And also a reminder to not let the naysayers, don't let the naysayers hold you back. And I see as well the people requesting free stuff, they want it. And they'll find a way to have it. And what I have learned over the years as a person who's given a lot away for free is that when you give things for free, too much, right? People don't value it. They don't value it. If I let people do my program for nothing, they wouldn't value it. I used to give away free things. I remember a woman coming to me and saying, I can't afford your healing. And I gave her 3 sessions. Not a single thing that I said or did with her in that session stuck. The next time I saw her, she was still moaning about the same stuff. And that was the lesson. Don't give away things for free because people don't value it. There has to be an energy exchange. There has to be an energy exchange. And it has to be an energy exchange that matches what is given. You can't say, oh, just give me $10. It's fine. You'll end up broke, drained, depleted, and burnt out. Simple as that. And I charge appropriately for my things now, and my energy levels came up. The tumor that was growing went away. My life came back into balance because I started to value myself and my gifts. And the same goes for you. The same goes for you. So, maybe I'll let that percolate. Oh my God, the witch wound. Persecute. We're afraid of being persecuted. All right. So you're still here. You're still with me. Let's do some cards for this week. What is up for you at the moment? What is showing up? What shows up, good or bad, has a message in it for you. Has a message in it for you. All right. Let's bring down the white light. I want you to visualize a divine, pure white light coming down from above your head and surrounding your body from head to toe. And this is divine source energy. Now we call it white light. It's full of all of the colors, right? It's about its brightness, its intensity, right? It's not about a black person or a white person. We're not talking about skin color or being racist. We're just talking about the light. So we can call it divine light, golden light, the light of the divine, and it comes in whatever color you feel it around you. And as it completely envelops your body, we know that this is angel light. And I want you to imagine that the angels come down in the light, standing inside this beautiful column of light with you. And just notice how many angels come in. And I'm going to ask for and invite the presence of Archangel Michael and his banner mercy angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being with us, directing this reading and protecting this space and protecting everyone individually who will accept your protection today. I ask for and invite the presence of Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, and Archangel Ariel, the angel of abundance, who helps us to bring balance into our lives with energy, material abundance, and abundance of health in all things. And we ask your guardian angels to make themselves known as well. And I want you to take a deep breath and just be conscious now of releasing anything that came up during that conversation about the witch wounds, about criticism, fear of finding your purpose, fear of moving forward, scarcity fears. Release them to the angels and feel the heaviness dissolving. And if you feel a pressure in your chest, your throat, your belly, your head, when we think about these things, I just want you to imagine that space filling up with light. And as you exhale, That fear is being lifted out and transmuted by the angels. And just declare yourself open to receive the messages for the angels today, their guidance. And I'm going to ask Archangel Michael and the other angels with us to please guide this reading, to give us the clearest message we most need. Everyone who watches now and in the replay. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can just imagine that golden light just opening your heart to receive, and knowing that you're worthy of receiving on all levels, and you're also worthy of stepping into your purpose. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be like anyone else. You just need to be there, magnetizing love and abundance and the right energies, support, and clients and customers to you. All right, so I can feel Archangel Raphael stepping forwards with this. So what messages do you have for us? How did I know? I could be psychic, you know. That's the first card. I told you. Guess who else turned up? Archangel Ariel and Archangel Michael. Exactly who we invoked. All right. So this week, the first card, this is the current situation, what we most need to know about. This is about counting your blessings. It's about recognizing where you are secure, where you are abundant, where you do have abundant blessings in your life. Because it's not to say that you can't have more, but the more you focus on those things, the more grounded and secure you're going to feel in order to magnetize new abundance to you. Now, as this is the healing angel, Archangel Raphael, this is also a sign about really looking after your health this week. This could be starting on a new regime of supplements, of exercise, walking, getting outside in nature, or hydration, doing something, eating better, that really looks after your health. This is about having your cups full. So sometimes we feel like we've got to manifest more in order to have more, manifest more in order to have more. But sometimes you can shortcut that, and you can say, okay, I'm going to start to let myself have more, as well as enjoying where I am, what I've got. And that's going to naturally magnetize more. I don't have to go through the whole effort of it. So, you know, sometimes it's as easy as going, okay, I'm going to go to the shops and buy the supplements that I can afford. I don't have to wait. You know, no more waiting. There's healing energy streaming in with this one. We've got the rainbow, and we've got Raphael's symbol of the caduceus, or the caduceus. And this is also about families. Now, this year is a number 6 year. So this is about family responsibility in a good way. It's like, what can I take responsibility for that's going to feel good to me? And it's also about abundance, like, you know, building your abundance, building on your foundations. So what are you asking for that fits in with this? Because this is also a manifesting card. All right. So I like that because it's showing us a nice, safe start. The block card is trying to rush everything. It's, you know, this one literally is like, everything's going to be okay. It's okay. Everything is going to be okay. Affirm it's okay, and it will be. This one is like, avoid making rash decisions, rushing into things to please people, overstretching and panicking. You know how sometimes, I don't know about you, I'm like this. I want to fix everything at once. You know, someone gives me an idea and I'm like, oh, I could do that today. And I stress myself out like that. So in what way can you sort of just slow down a bit, pause a bit? It's okay. It's okay to do that. This is the Knight of Michael. So Archangel Michael's there with you, and he's saying everything's going to happen in divine and perfect timing. You're making decisions still, and those decisions are valid and good. You just need to not do them from fear. Do them from love. Do them from that place of feeling secure. Everything is in divine order. The guidance, Archangel Raphael again, he's really strong with us. So look at the card, look at the picture. What does that say to you? So we've got two people with their hands together, and there's this golden light, which is what we invoked in the beginning. Either the sun is setting. Do you think that's a sunset or a sunrise? Because that's significant to you. It's either a new beginning, or it's something that needs to go, needs to be let go of, needs to be waved goodbye to. The two people together have got greater power as they focus on the same direction. They focus on the things that they want. So sometimes it's good to work with your beloved to manifest what you both want. Make sure you're both on the same page. Sometimes it's a good friend, or it's like share what you're manifesting with people, and you can, you double the amount of energy that you're putting into it. You're magnifying. If you can't think of anyone, share it with your angels, Archangel Raphael in particular. There is great blessings coming. Really positive stuff. This is a really, really positive card. It is a relationship card, but it doesn't have to be. So it's a good sign in your relationships. Don't give up on the ones that you love. Keep putting out for that soulmate partnership if that's what you're doing, or harmony coming back into your relationship. But it's also about recognizing that you have the power within you to manifest something wonderful, but you need a bit of support in order to do it. You can't keep doing everything by yourself. So spiritual support, open your heart to more help. It's almost like a prayer, isn't it? A prayer for healing, gathering with others. The outcome card is Archangel Ariel, the other angel that we invoked. Now, this card deck has Archangel Gabriel cards, so it's not surprising that we didn't get any Gabriel cards, because these are the angels that we invoked. Can you see how instantaneous it is sometimes? So this is about security. It's a number 4. It's about, even making a good foundation for what you want to build. There's abundance in this card with Archangel Ariel. She's saying you can manifest the support that you need. You don't need to be worried about that. But you do need to let go of being so rigid and resistant. The rigidity and resistance is holding you back from what you want. So could that be the witch wounds that we've talked about? Can it be like, I'm holding myself back because of fear? Are you trying to control the universe? Micromanaging the universe never works, because you're getting in the way of what the angels want to give to you. So this is about giving and receiving in balance and allowing the natural flow of the universe. And we've got here a house being built. We've got money coming in. We definitely have security in this, but you need to go with the flow a bit more. Are you holding on too tight? Are you being like a hoarder? Do you need to clear out some clutter? Do you need to, spend a bit of your savings instead of saving for a rainy day all the time, so that you can just be a bit more comfortable now? Is there's something that you need to do? Or are you overspending and you need to pull that back in a bit? All right. So looking at them all together, we've got Raphael, Michael, Raphael, and Ariel. We've got the couple sitting together, counting their blessings, happy families, good things coming. Definitely good things coming. And they're telling you to count your blessings. Don't rush into anything. Don't react. Don't panic. This is, maybe you need to cut your cords with some things. Maybe it's time to do some forgiveness. I did a big post on forgiveness on the weekend, if you want to go back and look at that. Be willing to move when the door is open, though. Don't be so rigid and resistant that you're holding yourself back. Don't be so safety conscious, and put your prayers out to the universe. They're going to be answered. Why not ask? Okay, I love that. Thanks, Lisa. This is relevant for you. That is so good. Thanks, Donna. Hi, Donna. Hi. Hi, Carol. Word reset was in your head today. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you next Monday. Now, I did want to do a couple of announcements actually before I go. Next Monday, I'm going to do the Angel Monday video earlier. I think it's better for people on the other side of the world, and also it really helps me not to break up my day so much. So I'm going to start it at 9 a.m. instead of 11 a.m. Sydney, Australia time. So that means it's mid-afternoon in the US, it's 11 p.m. in the UK, and 10 a.m. in Queensland, 8 a.m. in Queensland. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just experimenting with new times because, as I said, I'm looking after myself better. And I also want to be able to still help you and give you these readings. And I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you would like to come to Angel Communication. 6-week program starting very soon. And it's transformative. It's amazing. So let me know if you want to chat about it, or if you just want to know what the payment plan is, and we'll work something out. And in the meantime, have a beautiful week. Angel blessings.